Okay, got Super Saturday under my belt with all those the three inspections, and today it's Monday and I'm just heading down this way where there's another inspection just a couple of streets down, and that's actually cheaper than the other places. We'll just see what it's like. So they're asking 199 plus, and this is a 2-bedroom joint, and it's in Clare Street, which I'm not that familiar with, but it's very close. It's only a block away from here, and it looks okay. It looks like it's got a crappy kitchen and the bathroom a bit ordinary, but the balcony looks all right. The pool out the back looks ordinary, but then again you've got low body corporate, and I don't really care about pools as such. But it's very close. So it's a definite possibility, and it requires a little bit of renovation, but if I can get it just a little over a couple of $100,000, I could afford that. So, and you know, it's not a bad area around here. So we'll just see what Clare Street itself looks like. But like I say, I'm only a couple of minutes from where I live, and I'm almost there. And getting to the city's about the same distance. So this one's actually closer than any others to where I've lived, to where I live now. It's the closest inspection I've done to where I'm living, so we'll just fingers crossed it's okay. I think there's about 15 units in the block, and like I say, I won't be able to do any shots inside because there is a tenant. There was only one non-tenanted place on Saturday. Seems like most of the places I go to have got tenants, so I'll get a shot of the exterior of the place. But I thought I'd give you an idea of the neighbourhood anyway, and I can fill it in with shots that are online anyway, because there's plenty of advertising shots for the property, of course. But yeah, it's another beautiful day here too. Luckily the weather cleared after early in the week when it was pretty ordinary, and it's been great weather. Now this should be Clare, just here. Oh, there's a sign over there, beautiful. Very blind man friendly, this. Hate having to go to the other side of the road to check it out. Yep, this is Clare Street. Okay, almost there. So this is where we're at the street that the property, or at least the unit, the apartment block is in. Yeah, looking for number 8, so maybe as opposed to last time, I'll try to get my bearings a bit earlier than I did need to. It's another quirky thing about Queensland. You see how the, sorry about the wind, but you see how the footpath just gives out. How do you get a partial footpath? Geez, and the numbers aren't exactly flash. Yeah, he's got the sign out the front. This is the property here, and that's the main road. That's the Mulgrave Highway. So it's far enough away not to be too close. But yeah, here we are. Now I don't know where number 12 is, but yeah, I like the little lattice work around the. Oh, here we have probably got the agent here, actually. You're the agent, are you? Yeah. Yeah, I thought you might be. Okay, just did the inspection. It's actually that flat just up there. There's a couple of flats before it, so it's actually better than I expected. So that's a nice, pleasant change. It does back onto a school, and it was a little bit of noise coming there. It wasn't excessive, but you're going to get that during the day, obviously. I'll just check out the pool area. So this is the pool area at the rear of the property. This actually, funnily enough, looks better in the flesh than in the photos, because it could do with some landscaping, but apparently they had an issue with the gardener. So I don't know what's going on there, but there's some sort of maybe it's some sort of a course they do after school or something. Oh, it's a pool. Right, there you go. So you got some sort of maybe a class happening. I don't know. It sounded like it was organised. But yeah, the garden should actually look a bit better than this. It's very nice next door. I like the look of that. But this is the garden was let go, so it looks a little ratty and just been recently had a pruning job done on it. So that's not going to look in perfect condition right now because it's been let go. But yes, it's pretty damn good actually. A very pleasant surprise. It just pays not to jump at the first place. So yeah, this is. I think it's quite an attractive design. Being on the top floor is definitely the best. I'm glad I'm not in that particular unit up there because they'll cop a bit of the traffic noise and people parking, but you wouldn't get that where I would be. The only thing I don't get is natural light into the bathroom, and not directly anyway because it's abutting onto that particular the units you're looking at there. So yeah, so it's all pretty good, and the real estate agent said she's personally a fan of that block. I suppose she's not going to say she hates it, does she? But I think she was genuine, and she's either a good salesperson or a good actress, or she's genuine. Hopefully the last of those options. But yes, it certainly that one was if not anything if anything, trying to get my words out here, if anything was actually better than what I expected. The street doesn't look particularly noisy. I know the area here is okay because I've lived just down the road from it. She said that below me there were tenants that had been living there for a couple of years. They loved it so much, they said, because I asked if it was quiet, and they said, yeah, and she said it must be reasonably good because the people who were living downstairs actually bought it. They wanted to know whether it's on the market and ended up buying the flat that they'd been renting in. So people obviously like it there. And, it looks pretty good as is. The furniture's also supplied, so I don't have to worry about getting white goods. The other big bonus is I thought that the agent was hiding the kitchen because there was no photo of it, which is really strange. It's one of the basics you have with realestate.com when you're giving a pictorial representation of a property. You'd always show the kitchen, but it wasn't there, so I thought, oh gee, it must be pretty ratty. It wasn't. It was just an omission by them. So the kitchen looked fine. So and there was quite a nice view of the hills, a partial view, but a view of the hills from the top balcony. So that was pretty good too. So yeah, all in all, I was pretty impressed. The other good thing about it is that there's a tenant in there and they just want to stay till November, which is exactly when I need to move out of my place. So in the case of this particular unit, or this flat, apartment, it's exactly the same as my number one pick at Trinity Beach, which I might say was lovely but not cheap. The question is, do I want to live here near the city, or do I want to live at Trinity Beach? There are many practical reasons why I'd be better off here. And the Trinity Beach place is nicer, but it's bigger. Not that I need that extra space. It's a tough one. I could put offers in on both places. I mean, they're just offers, as long as money hasn't changed hands. There's a little takeaway, by the way, that I haven't been to for ages, but it's handy having them just down the road too. If anything, they might be slightly closer here. They're about the same distance to where I'm living now. So that's the view to the north, and to the north actually. And the balcony was looking out to that direction, so where we're looking now, that's the south. So that's quite good, and the tenant actually told me that she gets sun in morning and afternoon, so that's ideal. So and as I say, there's so much. If I can get it to just a little over 200, I'll have a lot of extra money available to do renovations, so that'd be great. Just better to. But I did really like the other place, so I'm going to have to think really seriously about this. And I think that's good value, that place I just saw. I'll do the price comparisons when I get back to the apartment. That's something I wanted to mention to you too as a tip. There's actually sites online. If you type domain, the word domain, DOMAIN, profile, those two words, the top hit on Google you'll get is a site that's run by domain.com, which is a Fairfax publication run for The Age and Sydney Morning Herald, and it gives you a price range of what a property should go for. So it's quite useful. I mean, it's only as accurate as the data put into it, but it's better than having nothing as a guide. So when you see what a real estate agent's asking, you can get an idea. But I thought personally what they were asking for then is quite reasonable, very reasonable. So I'm inclined to put an offer in on this one, and I'm tempted to put one in on Trinity Beach as well, the first place I saw last Saturday. So things are getting a little more solidified. It would be nice to have my own place, and I think I'm getting closer to that point. It's just a matter of whether I want to have that extra cash or not. So a bit to think over, and I'll be saying goodbye to this particular block.